Humphrey Bogart. Read a short story of a famous movie star who became a symbol of old Hollywood. Humphrey Bogart was a big movie star from long time ago. He was born in New York City on December 25, 1899. Bogart grew up in a family that liked art. His dad was good at drawing, and his mom was good at making art for advertisements. When Bogart was young, he did not plan to be an actor. He tried a lot of jobs like working on ships and joining the U.S. Navy in a big war. But he really loved acting, so he went to Hollywood to try it. Bogart became famous in the 1940s. He acted in big movies like Casablanca and The Maltese Falcon. He played tough guys with a rough voice, but they were good guys at heart. He had a really cool style. He often wore a special kind of hat called a fedora and had a cigarette in his mouth. This style became his special look. People all over the world wanted to copy his style because he looked so cool and confident. In real life, Bogart liked sailing and was married a few times. His most famous wife was Lauren Bacall. She was a movie star, too. They were a very famous couple. Bogart had some problems with drinking too much, but he continued acting in movies until he got sick and died in 1957. Keanu Reeves. Read a short story of a famous actor who became a hero in many action movies. Keanu Reeves is a famous actor and has been in many popular movies. He was born on September 2, 1964, in Beirut, Lebanon. When Keanu was young, his family lived in many different places. They stayed in Hawaii and Canada before moving to Los Angeles, California. When he was a teenager, Keanu loved acting and started trying to get roles in movies. Keanu Reeves is also a talented musician. He played bass guitar in a band called Dog Star. He went on tour with them when he was not filming movies. In his personal life, Keanu Reeves has had some very sad times, but he is also strong and kind. A big sad event was when he lost his girlfriend, Jennifer Syme, and their unborn baby in a bad accident in 2001. This made Keanu very sad, and now he likes to keep his personal life private. Keanu is successful, but he is still known for being simple and kind. He often rides the subway or sits in cafes just like anyone else. People like him for his kindness and generosity. Keanu Reeves has acted in many blockbuster movies like the Matrix series. In this series, he played the iconic role of Neo. He is also known for his roles in action movies like Speed and John Wick. Plus acting in music, Keanu loves motorcycles and even helped start a motorcycle company called Arch Motorcycle Company. He has donated millions of dollars to charity over the years. Keanu Reeves provided the voice for a character called Duke Kaboom in the movie Toy Story 4. Duke Kaboom is a toy who does awesome stunts on his motorcycle. It is fun to hear Keanu's voice in this movie. Al Pacino. Read a short story of a famous actor who became a legend in crime and drama films. Al Pacino is a famous actor. He has been in many great movies. He was born on April 25, 1940, in New York City, United States. Al loved acting from a young age and he wanted to perform on stage. He studied acting at a place called the Actors Studio in New York. He worked very hard and he started his acting career in theater. Al was not famous until he got his first big role in The Godfather. This happened when he was more than 30 years old. He played Michael Corleone in this movie. This movie is about a young man and what happens when he joins his family's crime business. Many people still remember him with this role. After The Godfather, many people in Hollywood respect Al Pacino. He acted in many movies and he won awards for his work. One of his famous roles was a detective in the movie Serpico. Al Pacino is famous for his powerful acting and his ability to play tough characters. He is also famous for his special voice and unforgettable lines in movies. Plus acting, Al Pacino loves theater. He has directed and produced plays on Broadway. He also helps others by doing charity work. He likes to help homeless people and support artists. Al Pacino almost did not take the role of Michael Corleone in The Godfather. He was not sure about taking the role but finally said yes, and it became one of his most famous roles and it made him a star. Robert De Niro. Read a short story of a famous actor known for his powerful roles in classic movies. Robert De Niro is a famous actor. He was born on August 17, 1943, in New York City, United States. His family enjoyed art. His dad was a painter and his mom was a poet. Robert loved acting from a young age. He chose to become an actor. He started with small parts in movies and TV shows. As he got more experience, he got bigger roles in famous movies. One of his famous early roles was in the movie The Godfather Part 2, where he played a young Vito Corleone. He won an Academy Award for this role. This is a very big award in the movie world. Robert De Niro has played many characters in different types of movies. He is famous for acting like his characters. Does not matter if he is playing a gangster or a kind dad. Some of his other famous movies are Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, and Goodfellas. Robert De Niro does not just act in movies, he also directs and produces them. He uses his skills to help create new stories in movies. He started directing to tell his own stories in his way. The first film he directed was A Bronx Tale. People liked it because it showed real life in New York. Robert De Niro also does a lot of charity work. He helps charities that support children and families who need help. He thinks it is important to help people. He goes to events to collect money for schools and hospitals. Robert De Niro loves to cook. He is good at cooking and he enjoys making meals for his family and friends when he has time. Marlon Brando. Read a short story of a famous actor who changed the art of acting forever. Marlon Brando was born on April 3, 1924, in Omaha, Nebraska, United States. He was one of 3 children. Growing up was hard for him because his family had many problems. Marlon was not very interested in school. He liked acting more. In the 1940s, Marlon moved to New York City because he wanted to be an actor. He studied acting at the famous Actors Studio. He learned a special way for acting. This special way made his acting more real. Marlon became famous in the 1950s. His first important role was in a movie called A Streetcar Named Desire. Marlon Brando became very famous in movies. One of his best movies is On the Waterfront. Came out in 1954. He played a tough guy. People loved his acting and he won an Oscar for it. This is a big award for actors. He also acted in The Godfather in 1972. In this movie, he played a powerful man named Don Vito Corleone. This movie was very popular and many people still watch it today. Marlon won another Oscar for this role. Marlon liked to help people. He spoke about important things. He cared a lot about the rights of Native Americans. He even used his fame to help them. Marlon acted in fewer movies when he got older. He started to stay at home more. Marlon had some health problems because he did not eat healthy foods. Marlon Brando died on July 1, 2004. He was 80 years old. Marlon Brando loved animals, especially dogs. He often brought dogs to movie sets. He had a dog called Vito, like his character Don Vito Corleone in The Godfather.